Testing. Is this thing on? Hello, everyone. I am Shay Lisa, host of the Healing on Purpose podcast. Welcome to this new journey. I'm really excited about it. So, what is the Healing on Purpose podcast? This is a podcast where we are going to be talking about chronic illness, chronic pain, mental illness, anything dealing with health, and how we can heal ourselves on purpose, with purpose through life. But it's not going to be super cheesy and like, oh my God. It will be. We will have moments because let me tell you, I need my meditation. But we're going to be diving into some medical mysteries. We're going to have guests that have gone through some crazy things in their own medical journeys. And I'm really excited to learn more about what other people are dealing with. I personally have been dealing with chronic pain since 2011 and probably well before then. I just didn't realize it. I was first hospitalized this same day 10 years ago, which this podcast was going to be launched several different times within the last 6 months. And today just happened to be the day that worked. And it's the anniversary of my first ever hospitalization, which I think there is no coincidences in life. So I'm really excited for this journey because it feels like this is the ride that I'm supposed to be on. And it took me a minute to get some balls to really tell the whole story of everything that I've been through in the past 10 years. And we're going to cry, we're going to laugh, and hopefully heal together. So if you're ready to jump on the journey, grab yourself a little drink. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see everything that I'm doing. So make sure you check the video version out on YouTube and make sure you subscribe to wherever you are listening to podcasts. So for my podcast listeners, here's a little ASMR. I am drinking some strawberry lavender vibes. It is 25 milligrams of hemp ash extract. And it's really nice. I thought it was going to taste like kombucha, but it doesn't. Enough about the drink. We are not sponsored by this drink company. But if you want to sponsor us, go ahead, slide in the DMs. Anyways, so I want to start off with talking about my personal story and everything that I've kind of gone through so that we can all be on the same page together and you understand the vision. Now, little disclaimer. My dog is in the room with me right now and he is a terror. He's barked, he's yelled, and I don't know, now he's like drinking water. So if you watch the YouTube version, you may see him running around in the background. If you're listening on the podcast, you may hear like someone fighting with a rabbit. That is him. It's a stuffed rabbit, not a real rabbit. We are not murderers over here. Anyways, back to the point. Also, disclaimer, I have ADHD, so who knows what I'm going to be saying. So let's tell this story. So this day, 2011, 10 years ago, I was hospitalized for the first time ever, and it was terrifying. I was 19 years old. Prior to that, I, was hanging out with my boyfriend all the time, was with my best friends, going to house parties, living the summer dream, and having so much fun. I just completed my first year of college, so it was just a great time to be alive. Drake album was out. Beyonce had just came out with an album. So it was going to be a great summer. But let me back up to May. So we were in June. Let me back it up to May. So May 2011, I was driving to one of my finals. I was going to a community college. So I was driving to my final and my right eye started going super blurry. And I was like, that's weird and unsafe. I'm on the freeway. So I mentioned it to my stepmom and I asked her, like, is it normal for your eye to kind of go in and out of blurriness? And she was like, absolutely not. And immediately took me to the doctor. When we went to the doctor, they really couldn't figure out what was going on, but we got an MRI. And when we got the MRI scan, they found that there was a lesion or a tumor. And that was quite terrifying. And so I believe they ended up putting me on a steroid. And I took the steroid, and every single symptom that was going on in my body that the 19-year-old in me was completely ignoring, because I knew how to rally for a good party. So I was pumping BC powder, Advil, Tylenol at any point that I could, because I was constantly getting these migraines. But I was like, I got to go to the party. It's a pool party today. It's bowling tomorrow. We're going roller coasters. And I was going to rally because it was the summer and I wanted to be with all of my friends. So, just a side note, listen to your body no matter what age you are, because your body is talking to you. I know this now, but at 19, I had no clue. Okay. I did not know. I was seriously popping so much Advil. Anyways, I don't remember where I was. It's going to be a lot of that. So just get ready. I'm not a perfect person and I'm not a perfect podcast host. Anyways, so we do the MRI. They find the brain tumor. I get on steroids, and it makes every single symptom that I've had in my body that was dormant, I think is the right word, come alive. I had swollen hands and feet. My hands were tingling. My eye was even blurrier. My migraines were so intense. My body was aching. I was so dizzy. I could barely stand up. It was so insane. One day, I had just a regular doctor's appointment to kind of check up on everything, and I couldn't get out of bed. I had to have a neighbor come and drive me to the doctor where my stepmom met me, and I was in so much pain. They told me to immediately go to the ER. When I went to the ER, they ended up admitting me because I can barely open my eyes. And all I remember is stuffing my hand into a fist and putting it in my jean pocket. Yes, this is back when I used to wear jeans everywhere. Like, I wore jeans to the doctor. My God, I would never. It's yoga pants, bike shorts all day. Anyways, so I stuffed my hands into my pocket, and the next thing I know, I woke up and I was in way less pain. They had admitted me into the hospital, and I was like blasting Beyonce's album in my ears, which why would I do that if I had a migraine? I have no idea. I was 19. So I later found out that they wanted to do brain surgery to get the brain tumor out, but they couldn't tell us that if they took this tumor out, that I would be free of pain. They were like, we don't know. We kind of just want to test it out. And I was like, listen, I am no test dummy for you to be playing around in my brain. But in actuality, I was vain as a 19-year-old, as most 19-year-olds are. And I wasn't about to have brain surgery and have my head shaved just because y'all wanted to see something. I needed hardcore facts. I needed to know that you take this brain tumor out, and in 2 weeks after recovery, I can go party with my friends again. And they couldn't give me that guarantee. So what really happened is the surgeon came to my parents, and my parents asked them, if this is your daughter, would you do this surgery? And he said no. And my parents were like, well, we're not doing the surgery on my daughter. And so I was terrified for the week-long hospital visit that I would wake up and I would have a shaven head, because they were going to throw me in emergency surgery when my parents weren't paying attention. And that was going to be that. Now, I had seen several episodes of Grey's Anatomy at the time, so I thought that that was something that would really happen. Now I'm an adult and I know that there's like sign-offs, and emergency surgeries don't really happen like that, but let me tell you, I was like terrified. I would not sleep. I had my eyes open. Y'all were not gonna catch me slipping. And I really just didn't want my head shaved. Like, at the time, Rihanna was out. She had a shaved head, but I still wasn't down with it. Like, I'm telling you guys, that's the honest truth. That is why I did not have the surgery. But thank God my parents listened. Now, my dad did have a John Q moment in the hospital, because the doctor came and talked to me. And yeah, my dad is just super protective. If you know him, he's incredibly protective over me. I wouldn't play when it comes to me because my daddy is going to whoop you. End of the story. So fast forward to I don't know when I get out of the hospital after about a week, and now I'm on all of this medication. I'm sleeping in my parents' bed. My dad is sleeping in my bedroom, and I am on seizure watch. At this point, I'm on so many medications. I'm a zombie and I can have a seizure at any moment. So my life went from me taking Advil, partying with my friends, hanging out, working at Hollister, living the dream, having a boyfriend that went away to college and would come to visit me and all of my friends, to now I'm in my parents' bed watching TV nonstop, and that's all I do. And I'm a complete zombie. And now I don't have any more friends. My boyfriend broke up with me. That's a later story we will get into. And it sucked. It simply sucked. I wasn't going to be going to school for the next semester, and I had no idea what was going on in my life. And it was terrifying. So, throughout that time, a lot of things happen. We'll get into it. We have so much to talk about. But that was 10 years ago. And how did I get here? So now I've had a few slip ups of not taking care of my health and getting really sick. And so now I do live back in my parents' home. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see a little glimpse of my room. But I got really sick about 2 years ago. I was just being a workaholic and needed to come and stay with my parents again, which so grateful that I have parents that I can stay with, because a lot of people in the chronic illness community don't have that option. And I know that I'm truly blessed in that. So I'm very thankful. Um, but yeah, I've been struggling figuring out my health for 10 years and I still don't have it all together. I'm still trying to figure out how to heal myself. And I know that it's a journey and I know that it's a process. And I'm just excited to learn from you guys what you do to heal yourself, to make yourself feel better in the moments when it feels like it is unbearable and you just don't want to do it anymore. And those moments where it feels so good and you're like, wow, my body feels amazing. I can do anything and everything in between. I want to learn with you, grow with you, heal with you on purpose. Oh my God, that was so cheesy. How cute are we? Um, so yeah, that's basically what this podcast is. That's my little story. We're going to go in more detail, obviously, but I want to hear from you. I want you guys on this show. I want to interview you. I want to hear your stories. I want to know what route you took and how you got to where you are. And if you're still struggling, I want to hear from you as well. I think that having a chronic illness, being in constant pain, can feel very lonely and isolating, especially in this world that's so set up for people who are able bodied. And the people who are able bodied are the ones who get to make all the rules and decisions, and there's no room for us. And I want to take up some damn space, okay? And I want to do it together, because I don't know everything and I don't know what everyone needs or needs to hear. But I think your voice is really important, and I think it's important to listen. And um, I'm just a girl sitting in my bedroom asking you guys to tell me all your tips and tricks, and I'll share mine. And we're going to talk about all the fun stuff, the dating with a chronic illness. It's disgusting. I hate it. The friendships. I'm not great at those. And dealing with parents, caregivers, being a caregiver while trying to care for yourself. I hope that you guys are really excited about this because I am. I know when I got sick or when I had moments of being really sick and I just needed resources, I found that they all came from older women who are usually white and in the UK area. And I couldn't find anyone who looked like me, who was in my age range, who was going through similar things as me. But I know you guys are out there, and I want you to come and talk on this podcast so we can help our community together, because there's so many of us and I just don't know where you are, but I'm going to find you and I'm excited. And so I want to say cheers to us as we heal together, learn together, and grow together. Oh my God, I sound so eloquent. Hold on. I have like a knot in my throat because I'm so nervous. But I'm just truly excited for this journey because it's been a long time coming. And I've always been nervous about sharing my experiences and everything that I've been through, because I don't know if people want to hear it. And the more I share with people online, I realize that there is a need. And so I am just, one part of this, but we're all in this together. Shout out to High School Musical. And I hope that you will subscribe. I hope that you'll listen, and I hope that you share with your family and your friends. And, we're going to do some shady episodes for the people that have been in our lives that were not helpful at all, and kind of a big, this is what you should have been doing for me. Or this is how you could have helped me and you didn't. And then also moments where we might need to say some apologies to people of, yo, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to handle what I was going through moments. But I think it'll be a fun ride. And yeah, thank you guys for listening to this very first episode of Healing on Purpose. I know it was super short, but we got a lot more coming. And also, if you want to be on the Healing on Purpose podcast as a guest, be sure to check down below to find the link of a questionnaire. You'll just fill it out and then we'll reach out to you to have you on as a guest. And I'm so excited to meet all of you because I don't know who you are yet, but I know that there's some amazing, amazing stories out there. And I can't wait to learn more about what you've been going through and just get it out there, have a voice, have a platform. And if you want to sponsor us, there is also a little questionnaire of a way that you can get that information so we can connect, because this is a really big community of people and there's so many resources that we need access to. And I'm excited to be able to host it all in one place for us to get what we need in this able-bodied world. Hashtag we hate ableism. That's it. And I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, post it everywhere. I love you guys already, and I'm excited for this journey. Thank you for listening. Bye.